Let's get right. 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 You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Dilla T. And this is No Filters. Always appreciate you hitting that like button for me. Subscribing to the channel so you don't miss an episode. And sharing this with the world. And of course, family, when you come in, get comfortable. Get you something to eat. Get you something to drink. Get you something to smoke if that's what you do. Cause you see the title, fam. What? Let's get into this here.
Right now, AMP is one of the most popular streaming crews on the internet. The two most popular members of the crew have to be Kai Cenat and Phantom. Over the last few years, Kai has literally dominated the streaming space, becoming one of the most popular streamers in America. Phantom has also seen a rise in popularity as he's closely associated with Kai, being seen in plenty of his streams. They also stream together, a part of the AMP collective. It seemed like Phantom and Kai were close friends, so that's why it really caught the internet off guard when it appeared Phantom either left AMP or got kicked out. Recently, Phantom made some posts that left many questions about how his relationship with AMP stands, with people claiming these tweets indicate he left the streaming crew. While I wasn't really concerned with that, what I was concerned with was Phantom seemingly claiming that AMP sold their soul and he wouldn't. Now, the internet is wondering, did Phantom just expose AMP for selling out? Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing the truth weekly. In today's episode, we will be talking about Phantom exposing AMP. Let's get right into it. Over the last few years, the world has been seeing the rise of streamer culture. What was once seen as a nerdy gamer thing has now become the most popular form of content out. It's no longer just for people playing games on stream. It has become the new reality show, with IRL streamers being the hottest thing since fish grease. Leading that rise of popularizing streaming was DJ Academics. He was one of the first streamers in hip-hop who wasn't on Twitch strictly streaming games. People like Academics popularized streaming in hip-hop, which inspired the king of streaming today, Kai Cenat. If you have been on the internet recently, you definitely know who Kai is. You can't scroll on social media without seeing at least one of the viral clips from one of his streams. He is known for taking streaming to a whole new level, taking it from the independent in your mother's basement content it started as, to this mainstream show that the biggest celebrities in Hollywood appear on. Kai Cenat started his streaming career in his mother's Bronx apartment, where his first guest was a rat that ran across the room when he was streaming, to now hosting streams of John Cena and Kevin Hart. That's truly a massive rise, and honestly, from one Bronx native to another, that was truly inspiring. Not so much hanging around sellouts like John Cena and Kevin Hart, as I don't mess with sellouts, but seeing his progression from where he started to where he made it to is truly impressive. Seeing Kai grow his platform by working hard and making it out was truly inspiring and a great thing to see. You can't take away the fact that he's a hard worker and has put in a lot of work to make it where he is. However, I know Kai has made it to a level that you can't make it to without selling out. And that's exactly what people are saying Phantom just said about Kai and the AMP crew. For those who don't know, AMP is a streaming collective that consists of several streamers. I Am Davis, Duke Dennis, Phantom, Agent 00, Chris Next Door, and of course, Kai Cenat. The AMP crew started to grow alongside the rise of Kai Cenat. One of the most popular members of the crew, other than Kai, is streamer Phantom. Fun fact, while researching this video, I found out that I went to the same school as Phantom in the Bronx. I'm a bit older than him, so I was in a higher grade. Recently, Phantom hasn't been seen on his stream, Kai's stream, or the AMP stream. This led people to start wondering what's going on, with some people thinking there might be issues between Phantom and AMP.
Al Craig, it's been a minute, my dog, but I appreciate you, my boy. I appreciate you, man. Hit that like button, subscribe, we cooking.
He made some cryptic post on social media that people believe was him exposing AMP. He posted the lyrics to a song that read, "They forgot all the stuff I did. I was feeding the team when I didn't have nothing. I took a risk and I done got all of us rich." On top of this post, he also posted this, "I find it funny. Everything will soon come to light. They should be thanking me. If y'all knew what I knew, y'all would understand. Nothing is a coincidence. Everything is always strategic from them. It's never natural anymore. Every move calculated. It's funny how you gotta watch these closest to you, but that's how it goes. They think they're actual gods. We know who God really is. Their God is money. Mine's isn't." He then posted this, which is what made people the most concerned, stating, They sold, they mad I won't do it. Even though Phantom didn't specify who he was talking about, he did mention that it was people close that snaked him. People believe these comments were aimed at AMP and Kai Cenat, which if true, is some very serious allegations. In this post, if he were talking about Kai and AMP, he's painting them as a crew of sellouts, people who compromise themselves for fame, money, and success. This is one of the biggest problems with the industry. When people are faced with the opportunity of crossing over to the next level and making more money, they usually take it without any consideration. They know that it might mean aligning themselves with people and principles they don't agree with. But we know most people will do anything for money. They want to be rich by any means possible. Hence is why Phantom said their god is money. Money is what makes them do what they do. On top of this, he revealed that everything with AMP is essentially staged instead of being authentic. I honestly see this too, as streaming gets bigger and bigger. Kai is the perfect example of this. His streams have become over-the-top spectacles that are a complete turnaround from where he started. Kai is obviously getting opportunities that are unavailable for just any streamer. He has definitely crossed over to the mainstream world. This is obvious. Kai is signed to United Talent Agency. For those who don't know, UTA represents some of the biggest stars in Hollywood. Some of the actors a part of UTA are Johnny Depp, Angelina Jolie, Seth Rogen, Harrison Ford, Olsen Wilson, Channing Tatum, and many, many more. There is no way Kai is signed to this massive talent agency if he hasn't been compromised. The fact that he has access to all these celebrities should tell you all you need to know. Honestly, I have nothing against Kai as a person. He comes off as genuinely humble, but I can see from a mile away that he's sold out and is being used by the higher-ups. He wouldn't have been embraced by mainstream or be all over these commercials. This is why most people think Phantom was referring to Kai and AMP when he said they sold out, especially since he said you have to watch those closest to you, indicating that he was referring to someone close to them. He also claimed that their god is money. Now for some reason, Kai and the AMP members have played around with the idea of selling their souls on more than one occasion. In this old video of Kai that I've shown before, we can see Kai joke around about signing a deal and selling his soul.
If you know what I'm going for, you know what I'm going for. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to sign that deal. I want to sign a deal. Sell my soul.
Relax works naturally with the water in your body.
Oh, that's a duck.
To free your mood.
Hit that like button, subscribe, family. You see what's going on here. You see it. It's right there in your face. If it walk like them, talk like them, tell them what it is then.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Buy online, reserved from select dealers.
This season, let You Move Me be your home field advantage.
We offer packing services, long and distance relocation, local.
Sell my soul.
Like I always say, people tend to hide the truth in comedy more often than not. In this stream, we see another instance of joking around with the idea of selling your soul. In the stream, Goop Dennis claimed Kai Cenat sold his soul.
Tell him how this nigga like sold his soul. This nigga like sold his soul and shit. I mean, you believe you dig deep. And not I'm telling you, like.
Again, while this could be seen as a joke, it could again just be hiding the truth in comedy. We know that all those who sell out love hiding the truth in plain sight. And this is exactly what this seems like. People also point to the AMP freestyle they did, where one of the members raps about seeing their friends sell their souls for riches.
I done see my own man sell his soul for some diamonds and some gold, man, this shit no, but I'll be lying if I'm saying it's not tempting.
Now seeing where Kai is at, it's not hard to see he's the one that they're referring to selling his soul. Now I know some people are gonna say that just because he became so popular doesn't mean he sold his soul. They're gonna say that he just worked hard to get there. But like I said, I do agree that Kai worked hard to get where he is. Most people who are famous do. But there's a level you can't reach unless you sell out and agree to be used by the playmakers. Kai Cenat is definitely being used by the playmakers. Doing a T-Mobile commercial is him advertising for the playmakers, pushing their products. Even if Phantom wasn't referring to Kai Cenat and AMP, I still think they sold their souls. Now after the internet went crazy, Kai Cenat actually responded to the claims that Phantom was kicked by saying that it's all cap, calling out people for believing this, stating all of this on his live stream.
Well, how does y'all get bamboozled into thinking Phantom left AMP? Name taken, thanks for the 100 gifted, appreciate it. Name taken, thanks for the 100 gifted. But thanks for the 100, hold on, it's not going right now, hold on, appreciate everybody. Chat, let me go ahead and say something, gang. Everybody who fell for Phantom leaving AMP I'm not gonna lie, that just goes to show how much I actually watch AMP. No cap. We all know around this time or once out of the year, Phantom has to leave the US to take care of his pollen and stuff like that. You feel me? And that, him doing that, just led into like a whole bunch of, y'all gotta understand, you being on X and you looking at captions and looking at a video that's clipped out of context, bro, you can't always believe that, especially on X. That's where it stems from, especially on X. Did you hear Phantom out his mouth say, I'm out? Did you hear any of us say something like that? No.
According to Kai, Phantom wasn't kicked and he's out of the country. He then tells people to stop falling for fake narratives, essentially. The only problem is he doesn't seem to address Phantom claiming they sold their soul, or why he even said any of this, or clarify what or who Phantom was talking about. Phantom clearly made it seem he had issues with his own crew and said they would do anything for money. Honestly, who else could he be referring to? The fact that Kai didn't address this head on is telling. It's like he was avoiding addressing it directly. Now we also have to take into consideration that Phantom himself hasn't addressed any of this after his post went viral. Realistically, this could have all been taken out of context or just been a publicity stunt. Regardless, it doesn't change my mind that Kai Cenat definitely sold out to make it where he is today. Sadly, it's the same move that most people do in that position. Kai being signed to United Talent Agency that deals with the biggest names in Hollywood already tells you all you need to know. This is the opposite of being independent. He is the definition of a mainstream celebrity. It's the only reason he's able to have made it to that level. You have to understand that there's a machine behind all of this. If the machine don't push that button on you, you're never going to make it to the level Kai made it to. We can see he's sold out by the things he promotes as well. Kai's stream pushes the same values Hollywood pushes. It's because Kai is Hollywood. Realistically, none of these streamers are pushing anything positive. I was considering making a video exposing the truth about these big streamers. If that's something you would like to see, comment expose the streamers below. These people are a part of the matrix, not against it. You have to unplug from the mainstream matrix and free yourself from their grip. In order to do that, you have to change the way you live your life. Most Americans eat what the system feeds them, drinks what the system feeds them, and watches TV program that the system feeds them. The system creates their identity and limits who they can be. People don't spend time learning about God or learning them.
Shut up, Ava. Goofball.
Anymore. They learn what the machine wants them to learn. They don't consume healthy foods and they don't learn about the right things. This is what's needed to unplug yourself from the matrix. Learn what they know. Eat the opposite of what they put in front of you and always align yourself with God, following his moral path, and never sell out. None of these streamers are pushing anything positive, sadly. They're all a part of the machine. Well, I'm gonna end this one here. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Hit that like button, subscribe. You see what's going on here. Become a member, fam. You know what the level is. Oh, it's getting really real at this point. They going after people that ain't even famous. People that's just regular. Be trying to become famous. You feel me? You better watch what's going on here. Hit that like button, double tap that screen, subscribe. Become a member today. You get a chance to do that. Let me tell you what's going on here, fam.
Humiliating themselves on stream.
Tell you what's going on here.
Embarrassing themselves.
I know you don't know, but you do know. Little dude named Cenat. Little dude be everywhere. At this point, you turn on your TV, you gonna see him. It don't even matter. But what we're discussing tonight is the fact that this young man is sort of playing both sides. Because in his ways, he's saying that he started streaming as a young. And now he's fairly older and his numbers and growth has expanded. But the problem is that we all know once you get into a certain company with certain folk, either you still independently there or you're there because you signed up with them folk. So we just want to make sure we put our eyes on, put our ears on, put our hats on, because we heard to read in between the lines, because we ain't dealing with the headline. You understand what I'm saying? That we're here to inform, understand, and be aware, because your kids dealing with this little dude. See, I don't even think you understand what we watching in tonight. Your kid, like if you don't know what's going on, you about to see what's going on. This is who your kids be listening to. Yeah. This is who your kids come across 24/7 because they are streamers and they stream shit for a hope. Some of these streamers, man, this dude named I Show Speed. Let me know if you know who I'm talking about. His name I Show Speed, right? This boy said that he did a world tour and he streamed for 35 days straight. All day long. So he got like 4 security guards behind him like he the president. And then he got 5 cameras around him like he the president, like he's a celebrity. And this man is just going around just doing stuff. And in my mind now, I'm like, I see Cenat with Kevin Hart like every day. And then that other dude named Drewski. He forcing it so bad. You can tell he done sold his whole body to the people. Forget your soul. That boy done sold every part of his body to them. You can see it. Look what he doing. Look how he doing it. You got to understand what's going on here, fam. Let's put some eyes on, put some ears on. Your kids is listening to these people. So whatever they doing, your kids going to be doing too. You might want to tune in and find out what they doing. Hit that like button, subscribe right now. Double tap that screen. Subscribe today and become a member right now. Why? Because we're cooking.
Are doing ridiculous things. Or if you have watched any big streamer, chances are you have seen them humiliating themselves on stream. Whether it be embarrassing themselves or doing ridiculous things or even playing with their sexuality, streamers have no issues doing whatever it takes to keep you watching, even if that means losing all their self-respect, dignity, and even freedom. They know the best way to keep people watching is by keeping them laughing at them. The more money the big corporations pump into streaming, the more these streamers are willing to sell out for it. In fact, the only reason streamers are so willing to do these ridiculous things is because they see people like Cenat. Kai has made it to a massive level where all the big corporations sign
Look at it. Look at it.
Or even playing with their sexuality, streamers have no issues doing whatever it takes to keep you watching, even if that means losing all their self-respect, dignity, and even freedom. They know the best way to keep people watching is by keeping them laughing at them. The more money the big corporations pump into
Now tell me right now. No, look at it. Get a good look. Well, we're going to get a zoom in on this. We're going to get a zoom in on that. Now tell me why. This is Cenat in the shower with I Show Speed. Tell me why. No, don't do that. Because see, y'all got all that mouth when it's this and that. But see, right here, you looking at it right now. Two black boys in the shower who got billions of people behind them streaming every day of their life. Whatever they do, they love them. You telling me that boys ain't gonna see this and think this okay? That, by the way, are not gay? And all of this was because of money. Money. And now they out here looking like this in the shower together? What? Oh, we gonna get to the bottom of this. Hit that like button, subscribe right now.
Streaming, the more these streamers are willing to sell out for it. In fact, the only reason streamers are so willing to do these ridiculous things is because they see people like Cenat. Kai has made it to
Look at that. Who is that? That's Nicki Minaj. What is Nicki Minaj doing in Cenat's basement? For what? They ain't down there making no albums. They just down there looking at the camera streaming. That boy done got with them people.
Level where all the big corporations sign lucrative deals with him, putting millions of dollars in his pocket, turning him into a walking billboard. He humiliates himself routinely for that top spot. These streamers know exactly what needs to be done to get the attention of these massive sponsors. They all have to go through those public humiliation rituals to make it to the level Kai is at. From watching streamers, I have started to notice that streaming culture is just one humiliation ritual, and I will expose that today. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing the truth weekly. In today's episode, we will be talking about the humiliation rituals in streaming. Let's get right into it. Before making these videos, I only really saw streamers when I would be on social media. I never really understood streamers like Kai, Speed, and Aiden, as they weren't really funny to me. Instead, it came off as silly and as slapstick comedy. It was always a bunch of yelling and screaming, running around and doing funny and goofy things. As the years went by and streaming started getting bigger, I started seeing it change and take a massive turn. This just so happened to be right around the time massive corporations became interested in streaming. The streams were no longer silly and fun. Instead, streaming became full of degeneracy and over-the-top reactions. On top of that, gambling completely took over, with many of the biggest streamers selling out to casino websites and gambling for hours on stream, turning all their young fans into future gambling degenerate addicts. Streaming turned into the most toxic MTV reality shows from the 2000s, where anything goes for those sweet monetizable views. It's no surprise that when these big corporations started sponsoring all these big streamers, they turned into this. It is obviously directly connected, and because of their involvement. All these big streamers sign with the same talent agencies that connect these streamers with these massive corporations. They are the ones who are instructing these streamers on how to act and what to do for those views. They are the ones that get these streamers humiliating themselves for money. Streamers are the most influential people in the world when it comes to the youth. They are the new rock stars, star athletes, big movie stars, you name it, they're all of it combined. Millions of kids want to be Speed, Aiden, and Kai. They want to be famous rich streamers who get paid millions to entertain their fans. And that right there is a massive problem. These kids are looking up to these guys who are promoting straight up degeneracy and brain rot filth. There is nothing positive these streamers are teaching the kids. They are literally teaching these kids horrible things and humiliating themselves for these corporations. This generation consuming this content is going to be cooked if their role models are these streamers who are willing to do anything for attention. Society will suffer greatly in the future when these kids are the ones working and running the world. This is exactly what those elite who run those big corporations want. They want a brain-dead, mindless society that is too dumb to think for themselves and are easier to manipulate. These streamers are successfully turning their fans into lost gambling addict degenerates who will be working slaves to the elite. Believe it or not, this is the real reason these streamers are getting so rich. It's because they're being used by those with all the money. They are the ones who get these streamers doing these public humiliation rituals. Streamers are not only embarrassing themselves in all types of ways, but they're even playing with their sexuality for views, pretending to be something they might not actually be, all to humiliate themselves and at the same time push that corporate agenda that gets them paid. Just like Hollywood did to black comedians, the big corporations are doing to streamers. Hollywood was exposed for forcing black comedians to wear dresses. They are doing the same thing with these streamers, having them play with their sexuality for views. Remember Dave Chappelle exposed Hollywood long ago for pushing the Lil Nas X agenda? He came out and said that Hollywood would try to trick you into a dress to humiliate yourself and push their agendas.
Manipulating. Like somebody's trying to put young Dave in a compromising position. Because then I got worse. When I said I'm not going to do it, then all of a sudden it was like, well, now he is walking the moment. And then I knew long before I walked, I had considered walking. And I knew I was going to leave, so I got ahead of schedule, and I bounced. Show business has to do with compromise and wearing the mask.
Did you feel like a sellout?
I felt like they got me and touched my coon, they stirred them up.
Really?
When we were doing that sketch and that guy laughed, I felt like, man, I felt like they got me. I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist degree. Like when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected out. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them. Like, why all these girls have wear a dress? This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin. Yeah. The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer. Like, man, this must be a wrong trailer because there's a dress in here. They come in. The writer comes in. I think he's writing. He's like, hey, listen, we got this hilarious scene. Martin's sneaking out of jail. So he disguises you as a prostitute. And you put this dress on. And how? What? The prostitute? No, I'm not doing it. I don't feel comfortable with it.
Now it's the streamers they got pushing this agenda and humiliating themselves for those sponsors. I have shown this clip of streamer Blackboy Max a few times.
Chappelle's don't get no credit over there, acting like he was trying to tell us something at the time. He told us something at the time, and then turned around and became something of something that he told us about. The product is his environment, because he never got out the environment of the people that did him like they did him. So now what, they calling him a clone too? Think about that for a second, fam. We living in a time right now where they using the word clone. Clone. Food. People. Clone. We in a time where they talking about cloning. It's actually been happening. We don't even know because it's cloning. You living your life how you living it. And the word clone is floating around in our life. So now what we doing? You don't even know what's really real because the clone. These people out here being pushed into a position where at the end of the day, they was talking like a lot of these entertainers was in clone. On some straight clone. Oh man, hit that like button, subscribe, man, because you need to understand what's going on here. They really trying to make you be okay with everything that the streamers do because these streamers are everyday people. They're not celebrities. They're not singers. They're not none of that. They are everyday people like you and me, like our kids that sit in the room or go to work, come home, hit the computer, get to work, whatever the business is. Regular people that's on the streaming. So if these regular people is doing crazy stuff, selling souls, ritualistic stuff, what makes you think your son and daughter ain't gonna just up and go do it too? Because they like, oh man, my next door neighbor, he a streamer. He just did it. Oh, we can do it too. Not just the celebrities, not just everybody that's who they is, that's on top. This is deep. And it's gonna get even deeper.
Times now, but I don't think people notice how dark this is. Flatboy Max confirmed exactly what I'm saying. He called out those behind these streamers for trying to make him play with his sexuality.
It's like, bro, there's certain things we all have morals. That's too far, bro. Bro, y'all can see it. Even though I was in Miami smacking my ass doing all kind of crazy, bro, like, and their CMB on my hand is, you should never ever let go of your morals, ever. Bro, I'm not walking down Melrose in public with a diaper. So the fact that it feels like niggas sexualize me in a weird way that I'm not comfortable being sexualized. And it's like, okay, I understand they probably don't see it like that, but I see it like that because that's what's happened. Guys, I'm literally on gay Twitter, all type of hitting on me, thinking I'm not. And it's like, bro, now I'm getting back in the car, I'm expressing myself, and Ron smirking.
He called them out like Dave Chappelle did Hollywood, letting us know it's these men behind the streamers, those giving the sponsors that want these streamers acting a certain way. This is why he pushes the sus content he pushes. It's sad because even though he called it out, he still does it. That's how desperate he wants the money and the opportunities. He's willing to compromise his morals for views, all to please the streaming overlords. Remember, just about everything in streaming is staged, and these streamers have big sponsors and lucrative deals that they can lose if what they push in their live streams isn't approved by their sponsors. These streams are all scripted, written out, and guided by these sponsors. So they are purposely planning to push this content to the youth. They know the youth are watching these streamers, so they use these streamers to push the masculinity to them, teaching them that it's okay to play with their sexuality and act like a girl, further blurring gender roles just like big corporate America wants. Notice that the biggest streamers are the ones doing this the most. The more money they get, the more sus they behave. Look at Kai and Speed, for example. Not only do they routinely do over-the-top ridiculous things, but they both play with their sexuality on the regular, pushing it onto their fans. There are videos of Kai and Speed literally taking a shower together. Me and my best friend are really close, but I would never in a million years take a shower with him. I don't care if we have clothes on or not. I would never even joke like that. Yet Kai and Speed are here on stream with thousands of people watching them, pretending like it's normal to shower with your friend. Or like we see in this video with Kai and Speed laying down in bed together. It's pretty clear what they're pushing onto their fans, just like they were doing in the streaming university. Recently, Kai's streamer...
That boy was just pulling his pants down in that bed with that boy, and that boy just got up like he ain't already have a discussion knowing that wasn't finna happen. Them boys acting like that in there. That boy just pulled his pants down in that bed as if ain't nobody even know what's going on, and he gonna get up and walk off as if they ain't already discussed that was gonna happen. More embarrassing that Cenat will get up and walk off knowingly that you knew he was gonna be doing that. Just like y'all in the shower together. How you walking off out of the bed, but y'all in the shower together? Oh man, this is out of hand. This don't make no sense right here. Now we know we gotta bring light to darkness. We gotta bring light to darkness. We gotta bring light to darkness. That's what we did right here. It's the way it got to go forever. We have to bring that light to darkness, because there's no way. There's no way, Jose. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You telling me that these little boys is not gonna be influencing your little boys and girls
onto their fans. There are videos of Kai and Speed literally taking a shower together. Me and my best friend are really close, but I would never in a million years take a shower with him. I don't care if we have clothes on or not. I would never even joke like that. Yet Kai and Speed are here on stream with thousands of people watching them, pretending like it's normal to shower with your friend. Or like we see in this video with Kai and Speed laying down in bed together. It's pretty clear what they're pushing onto their fans, just like they were doing in the streaming university. Recently, Kai's streamer friend Rakai came out as gay during streamer university, and he's only 16 years old, claiming that he's bi and even joking about wanting to hook up with a man.
What did you mean? I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm bisexual.
Where's it? So you, this is like the official now?
Yeah, bro, I'm bisexual.
Okay.
Bro?
Y'all heard it here
Oh.
first.
Yeah, I heard it here. We're kind of bisexual. Well. Asshole. Marco, why can't you fuck me?
Why are you so gay, bro? Like, do you ever stop to think about that?
Can you just can't fuck me one time?
Yo, Shad, tell this nigga stop being gay.
I'm just saying, like, this one time, just can't do it one time, though.
You hear something right now?
You know, one time? Really, dude?
Let's get food first and then go $3.
I'll go. Yes. Trent, come on. Fuck what? Wait, I asked you to fuck me last night.
Yeah, you was on some gay shit, bro. Chris was kind of
Gay shit, like you said, boom.
That's why I love it.
I don't want to fuck you. I said you dig me down.
Yeah, that's gay.
Again, this is a popular streamer nowadays associated with Kai Cenat, and he's also playing with his sexuality. You think that's a coincidence? Yet another streamer pushing the Lil Nas X agenda, humiliating himself for clicks and views. Speed loves doing this. He has done this with others, not just Kai. In this stream, he literally tries to kiss Aiden Ross on the lips.
Yes. Bro, why do y'all always want us to piss, bro? Like, bro, y'all never fail with this kiss, bro. Why do y'all always want us to piss, bro? Like, dude, like, that is like, y'all are like.
I mean, we could just do it just to show them.
Bro.
I mean, they are saying it, you know? I mean, you've always been a man for the people. Remember the last trick-or-treating show we did?
Yeah.
We were going to, but you backed away.
So, okay, all right, let's go right now. Play back to back, okay?
What is that? Here, let's start with this, just so we get close again. Okay? We're gonna play the nervous game. You know how to play?
All right.
So basically, when you start screaming or you move my hand away, that means you're nervous. All right. No, move your thighs towards here so they can see. Oh, maybe it's see. Maybe this angle. Yeah. Okay.
No, you're the one who didn't back off.
You're adding gay.
I backed off. Are you gay, Aiden? No.
And in another one, he jumps on top of him and starts gyrating on him. Again, pushing this nonsense onto the youth. You tell me if it's okay to play gay for views and pretend to be gay with their friends as a joke. This is obvious an agenda in my opinion, and all you have to do is open your eyes to see that. It is not a coincidence that these are the biggest streamers. These are the ones with the most money and the most connections to corporate America. They are just puppets. Like I have shown in my previous video on Aiden and Speed. Speed has even claimed to be in a relationship with a trans person. He literally used this as a story arc for his streams.
I don't know. I feel like you should just let love find you because think about it. Like try to put yourself in my shoes. A lot of people won't date me because I'm trying to.
I'm about to say it, y'all.
What you gonna say?
And guess what?
Mind you, Speed was still a teenager during these days. His audience were all kids. It seems like the main agenda being pushed through streaming is the Lil Nas X agenda. You tell me if I'm wrong. They're even planting streamers like Sketch. Sketch blew up out of nowhere, going viral instantly on TikTok. He then became a massive streamer, getting deals with the NFL, all for it to later be exposed that he was a former gay OF creator who posted adult content engaging in intimate acts with men. You really think it's a coincidence that his career skyrocketed instantly and all the streamers wanted to hang out with him while they're all playing with their sexuality? All of these streamers are pushing this for a reason. Now, one of the new streamers on the rise is a streamer named Marlon. Marlon is a Swedish streamer who is close with members of FaZe Clan. As of recently, he has been climbing quickly in the streamer space that he has even recently collaborated with Mr. Beast. Just like Sketch, he came out of nowhere and is already getting tons of attention. And right as he's about to transition into the next level in streaming, he gets exposed for selling clothless pictures of himself to gay men online.
I always had this fake image. I've always helped him, even towards his family. I've helped him have this fake image also with you guys that watch him, that didn't know that he's lying to you guys. I'm exposing him because I have to stand up for myself. And you guys should know. You guys should know who you're watching. A guy that lies about drinking.
I don't know what time it is. I did a 365.
About everything, how he's a man of God. This is not true. How is this a man of God? Please tell me. This is how he got money for a long time. He was doing this to multiple people. This is not a screenshot that's mine. This is a screenshot that somebody posted on a page called LPSG. And I made sure this was taken down to keep up his fake image. And this is the what's it called? The mails that I made. So this is me, obviously. Me making sure that this is all taken down for his image because I didn't want him to be exposed. I always was the ride or die for him. I did everything for him, guys. We were in London in September in a hotel. He FaceTimed the gay guy in front of me, and the gay guy sent money to Marlon because he was showing his biceps and abs or whatever. This was right in front of me, guys. And this is proof.
Again, all of these streamers seem to be connected to something like this. On top of the big streamers pushing the Lil Nas X agenda and playing with their sexuality, you got other streamers like Neon, who's only known for embarrassing himself for views all the time. He runs around with an OF girlfriend who was exposed for allegedly cheating on him several times, something he used for content and promoted. He also faked his death for attention, faked being jumped for attention, and even created a fake beef for streamer Jack Doherty for attention. He is literally one of the worst influence for the kids, yet he has thousands of live viewers with a lucrative streaming deal with Kick. Another live streamer who constantly humiliates himself and pushes degeneracy is the streamer Lacey. Lacey, just like Kai, Speed, and Aiden, has been pushing that Lil Nas X agenda. Not only does he pretend to be gay, but he has also even come out and claimed he sold his soul.
Just wanted to announce that this is the real me. This is who I've been feeling like for years now. And I'm finally ready to come forward to the world and let everybody know that this is who I am. My name's Lacey, I'm gay, and I like it. And you're not gonna do anything about it.
I'll say it right now, I don't know if I sold my soul. I went to a red room. Cheezer, Convy, Aiden, and Tav came in with red robes on, and they had blood stains dripping down their mouths. They walked up to me, walked around in a circle, and started doing a bunch of weird spells and shit on me. And I walked out after that, checked my bank account, $2 million in the account.
While he was obviously trolling here, it's clear he's telling the truth in comedy, because every time he humiliates himself and embarrasses himself for viewers, he is selling out. That is what selling your soul is. Notice this sus pattern from just about every streamer? You think it's a coincidence that they're all pushing the Lil Nas X agenda? Do you think all these streamers just naturally happen to be zesty and fruity? Or is it the big corporations paying these big streamers to push this agenda? And then these smaller streamers are seeing the big streamers becoming so successful by doing this that they copy them. On top of all these wild fruity streamers, you have the crazy ones who are literally throwing away their freedom for content, like Johnny Somali and Vitaly. Johnny Somali is possibly the worst streamer on the internet. He went viral for all the wrong reasons, saying the dumbest things, antagonizing people on the street, and even disrespecting people's culture. He gets himself beat up all the time while live streaming, and he trolls so hard that he's currently facing 31 years in prison in South Korea. This is literally the brain rot content these creators are pushing, and this is what the youth is watching as entertainment. It's like they took the already idiotic brain rot reality shows from the 2000s, stripped away any logic and purpose the show barely had, cranked up the insanity and degeneracy beyond max, and aimed it at a young teenage audience. There are so many young kids watching this degeneracy, being shaped and molded by it. We as a society truly have to do something about this. Are we really gonna let these streamers turn the next generation into brain rot zombies? People who spend hours of their day watching this filth? I know our parents used to complain about certain TV shows we watched growing up, and it was never that bad, really. These streamers make South Park look like Playhouse Disney, and South Park is for adults. These streams are specifically targeted towards the youth. Those who run this world are throwing money to these streamers to keep them in the circus, keep them humiliating themselves and destroying the youth. It's only going to make the masses easier for them to control and enslave. While the masses get dumber and more poor, the elite get richer and more manipulative. They know exactly what they're doing. We gotta stop our brothers, sisters, and children from watching this junk. Point them towards something that would help improve them, or that at least isn't guys taking showers with each other. The fact that this content keeps rising just proves how far society has fallen. We are becoming idiocracy. It's happening right in front of us, and these streamers are leading this decline. Who's really making these streamers ultra rich? It's the big corporation that sponsor and sign them. When they got involved, they corrupted streaming, throwing money at whoever embarrasses themselves and pushes their agendas. They are using these streamers to mold our youth. We can't let them do that. If you're watching this and you feel like you can stream, you should do it. Make positive content for the kids. Teach them something and be fun in a positive way. Really guide these kids. They need it. Whatever you do, just don't sell out and humiliate yourself for money. That's sad and pathetic. We truly need better role models for the kids. Well, that's it for this video. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
That like button, subscribe. We in here cooking. You know what's going on here. They getting exposed today. There ain't no other way going on here. They getting exposed today. Yeah. Let's go.
Roku's self-serve ads platform. It's easier than ever with Ads Manager. Sign up today.
Hun, take Airborne. It'll help fill those holes your immune system may have.
Hit that like button, subscribe, family. Let's go.
We have seen the immense rise of streaming culture. What was once seen as taboo and corny has become the most popular style of content in the world. Just like everything that starts small and grows to massive heights, streaming is crossing over. In the last 2 years, we have been witnessing the streaming world go mainstream, with the biggest streamers selling out and becoming puppets. Today we will be exposing one of the streamers who is partly responsible for selling out streaming, the biggest streamer on Twitch, Cenat. And I will show you guys the exact moment Cenat sold his soul. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing the truth weekly. In today's episode, we will be exposing the streamer that sold out streaming, Cenat. But before we begin, I just want to let my patrons know I just released a new Patreon exclusive. In this video, I exposed the sinister truth about the new American Pope. If you're one of my members, make sure you check this video out. If you're not a member, consider joining. It's only $3 a month, and not only will you be further supporting the channel, but you will also get access to over 45 exclusive Patreon videos. If you want to join me on Patreon, you can find the link in the description or in the comment section. I want to thank you all. Now, let's get right into it. In 2025, everybody seems to want to be a streamer. Just like in the late 2010s, when everyone wanted to be a SoundCloud rapper, now they want to be streamers. Even the rappers want to be streamers. It's obvious streaming has reached its peak, and it has gone mainstream, all thanks to a few streamers who sold out the streaming world and crossed over. See, when streaming first began, it was a low-quality, independent-style content. A person with a great personality would go live in their bedroom and talk about things they cared about. Eventually, they would build a fan base by being themselves because they were entertaining. When streaming started to become popular and mainstream, the corporations realized it was reaching the masses and they got involved. And like everything else, they corrupted it. The streamers who were once genuine and authentic started selling out for money and were now faking everything and pushing blatant agendas. It was no longer about good fun content. It was about selling themselves to sponsors and pushing big corp agenda propaganda. They became the new puppets just like the rappers were. Just like the rappers pushed a degenerate lifestyle of drugs, money, and you know the rest, the streamers are now pushing the exact same thing, as they are being controlled by the exact power. It's not hard to see that Kai is one of the biggest streamers in America. He has broken several streaming records. He won Streamer of the Year for several consecutive years, has the highest numbers of followers on Twitch with over 17 million followers and over 400,000 paid subscribers. He even signed some of the biggest endorsement deals seen in the streaming world. Kai has come a long way from streaming in his mother's Bronx apartment. He now does his live streams from the comfort of his multi-million-dollar mansion. Kai has reached heights that no other streamer has made it to. Not only does he have millions of people watching him, but the mainstream corporations seem to have fully embraced Kai. He has fully crossed over, which sadly means he sold out. He happily sold his soul for millions of dollars, and by the end of this video, you will see why I say that. Kai Cenat started his online content career back in 2018, posting his first video on YouTube on January 13, 2018, at the age of 6.
What's going on YouTube? It's your guy here, AKA Bruh. Cenat, and today is the mother-flipping day! Yes, that is why I am fully making my first YouTube video.
Like many creators online back in the 2010s, Kai was posting prank and challenge videos and doing anything for views. In the beginning, Kai saw moderate success with YouTube videos, but nowhere near what he was doing today. He managed to get a few videos to go viral on social media, but it never really turned into anything. What changed Kai's career was joining the streaming collective AMP in 2021. AMP is a streaming collective that stands for Any Means Possible. Kai was eventually recruited by Phantom, who eventually convinced them to join AMP. Initially, Kai refused the offer, but he would change his mind and join. He began posting content with AMP, and his streamer career began to take off. This is where the Kai Cenat the world fell in love with was born. Kai abandoned reaction videos and gaming content to do his wild bedroom streams he is now known for today. This really worked for him, as by 2022, he was becoming a household name in the emerging streaming space. In 2022, Kai started landing big name guests, doing streams with many of the biggest rappers in the industry. He did streams with Lil Baby, 21 Savage, basically every rapper that was trying to promote an album in 2022. This dramatically escalated his online growth, as his stream with 21 Savage saw him reach over 283,000 concurrent live viewers. He was now being associated with big names in the industry, which took Kai to a whole new level. Kai ended 2022 by winning the Streamer of the Year award. Sadly, this was the last year Kai was truly authentic, as in the following year, he chose to sell out. Like everything that reaches big heights, it comes to a point where you gotta sell out to make it to the very top. Kai was getting a lot of eyes on him, which attracted the attention of the mainstream. If he wanted to be the biggest streamer in the world, he was gonna have to align himself with the corporations that run the world. The exact moment Kai sold out and crossed over was back in 2023, as in February 2023, he signed to the talent agency United Talent Agency. UTA is the biggest talent agency in the country. They represent the biggest actors, artists, and now internet personalities like Kai Cenat. UTA was created by Peter Biendick, Jim Burkus, and Jeremy Zimmer. They represent people like Channing Tatum, Seth Rogen, 21 Savage, Charlie D'Amelio, and many other big names. They are the ones that started linking Kai with these high-profile celebrities like Kevin Hart and John Cena. The moment Kai signed with UTA, everything changed. His content lost his authenticity. Kai was no longer making content that he wanted to make and he thought would be good content. He started doing streams planned out by UTA, his new handlers. Nothing was organic anymore. Kai became another cog in the mainstream machine, and that began to show quickly. The amateur, natural, funny live streams that made Kai famous started to become big budget production live streams with mindless humor. Kai had sold out his platform and allowed the puppet masters to take control. He started collaborating with celebrities that didn't even relate to his content or his community, ending in awkward live streams that were clearly just promo. While most people might believe Kai is collaborating with these big name celebrities naturally, that's not the case. Kai is being used like press press to promote anything Hollywood wants. Kai built up millions of viewers with hundreds of thousands of live viewers. He got so big that celebrities are now utilizing his platform for press. Whenever you see these celebrities on his platform, it's not for the sake of good content, as most of these collaborations are obviously forced and awkward. The only reason these A-list celebrities showed up to Kai's bedroom was to sell you something or promote something. It's all promotion that waters down his content, as it is now just a giant ad. UTA is what made Kai mainstream. They are the ones with the connections and money that took him to the top level he made it to. But all of that success came at the price of Kai's soul. Today, you have to wonder how much of what Kai stream is actually Kai, and